Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. Today we're gonna actually be talking about the pros and cons about the Jeep. But before we do that, the plan is that we're heading over to Niagara Falls. So stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the ride. we finally made it to Niagara Falls. Hope you enjoyed the drive in. Try to capture as much as I could just on the fly. So as promised, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. Or actually just the Jeep Wrangler, both Unlimited or the two-door version. About the same. So I printed something off the internet. There's some stuff that I agree with and there's some stuff that I disagree with. I am thinking that this review, or quite a few other pros and cons that have been listed, are a little outdated. And so I don't want that to scare you guys away when you go online and you're reading about the Jeep Wrangler and then it disappoints you, being like, I'll get to the point. So I'm going to start off with the pros, the positives on the Jeep Wrangler, and then I'm going to talk about the cons, the negatives. So the pros, in no particular order, is first thing it says is 4x4 capabilities, can handle any road anywhere. I agree. Height advantage over most cars, greater visibility. I agree. Classic design, unique look. It is. If you guys like the G-Wagon, if you guys like the Hummer H1, H2, H3, this has a similar boxy look, so it is unique. Next one says can be personalized, customized to your liking, lots of options, aftermarket items. Hell yeah, I agree. Unique styling, serves both an SUV and convertible. Yes, so if you remove the hard top, or if you bought one that has a soft top, you can actually rotate the camera around to that Jeep right over there, coincidentally parked. That has a soft top over there. So depending on what top you have, it can be totally converted into a convertible. Good heating system, I agree. A simple constructed vehicle that's easy to repair, I agree. Short wheelbase, powerful drivetrain, body size, tight turning ratios, all great for off-roading. I agree as well. Now when they say short wheelbase, I'm assuming they're talking about the two-door. With the four-door, it's a bit longer. Small size, lightweight, makes it a cinch to swing into tight spots. Again, they're talking about the two-door. The four-door is a little more longer, you will notice that, but it's still amazing. Great vehicle for all seasons. I agree with that. I'm driving it in the summertime, I'm loving it. I drove it in winter with my 33s. Easy. Jeep fraternity for friends for life. That's true. So you know what? You know, the Jeep wave, the Jeep community, the Jeep family, definitely there. Rugged and durable, lasts for many years and many miles. I agree. Handles well on pavement, mud, sand, snow, water, etc. Totally agree with that. We've done some off-roading videos which you've seen. I've done some donuts in the snow a lot of videos ago. It was quite hard to actually get that beast to spin. I had to take off the traction control and a whole bunch of stuff, but we were able to get it to do some donuts there. Appeals to adults and teens alike. Sure does. Durable interior, made for weathering the elements. Agreed. Fun to drive. Turns every drive into an adventure. It sure does. This drive down to Niagara Falls was just fantastic. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Relatively low price and good value. I totally agree with that. Parts are plentiful, cheap, and cheap for repairs. So yes, it is American. It is cheap for repairs, and they are plentiful. And last, what they mentioned is it's American made. Now I'm going to talk about the cons, the negatives. It says awkward to get into, requires a high step in. I wouldn't say that as per se, unless you do jack it up and you get bigger tires. Slower acceleration, especially on interstates. You are driving a Jeep, you're not driving a sports car. Limited storage space for luggage, groceries, etc. I would say with the four-door unlimited version, there is ample luggage space. When they say there's no luggage space, they're talking about the two-door. Firm suspension results in stiffer, bumpier ride. It is an SUV, it is a Jeep. You're not buying this to have a drive of like a minivan, right? You're not going to get that comfort. Tall, boxy profile, not aerodynamic, meaning greater wind resistance and wind noise. Yes, it is tall, it is boxy. You do get a lot of crosswinds on the highway. You do have to hang on to that steering wheel tight. Noisy, not really. If you have the soft top, which you just saw a little while back, or if you turn back to that one over there, with the soft top, you do get a lot of sound coming through the top, and so you hear a lot more noises. Less than ideal for front seat positions for taller drivers. I have a buddy that's about 6'2" and another buddy that's about 6'4". When he was driving my Jeep, he tried to push the seat back and say, "That's it?" So I'm like, yeah, that's it. So for someone about 5'11", 6 foot, it's perfect. Anyone over 6 foot, you do find it a bit cramped up in the front. Outdated appearance of gauges and switches, totally wrong. I'm thinking this was made probably like in the 90s or something, or the early 2000s. The interior blows people away. They're like, this is a Jeep, it's classy, it's really nice. So I don't agree with that one. Low steering, slow steering, don't agree with that. Most are 4-seaters comfortably, and it's difficult to get into the back seat. Okay, so yeah, it is mainly a 4-seater. The back seat, the doors are a little more narrower, so it could be a little difficult, especially for older people or heavier people. Small narrow doors, again, yes, the back doors. Rear view mirror is in the line of Ford Vision for taller drivers. Not really. Cramped up rear seating, a tad bit, especially if you're taller. It is. Lack of side mirrors when you take off the doors. Obviously, the mirrors are hooked up to the door, so as soon as you take off the door, your mirrors are off. Uninsulated roof, yeah, there's no insulation on the roof, but you can also purchase something like that so that the sound does absorb in and you're not getting as much sound from the outside, especially when driving through a car wash. It does get noisy. No lockable trunk cargo area. There is a lock at the back, so I do not know what this guy is talking about. Less practical in colder climates. Yes, as soon as you turn off the heating, the Jeep does get cold because there's not much insulation inside. So as soon as you turn off the heat, you will feel the cold. Less practical in colder climates. I already just covered that. The last but not least is poor fuel economy. You are buying a Jeep. However, this is a Pentastar engine. After 2015, you do have a Pentastar engine which has good economy. It's not bad. It's a 3.6 liter V6 engine, and you get what you get. So I hope this was informative. I hope you enjoyed the drive down to Niagara Falls. I thought I'll make it a little interesting. Stay tuned for more videos. Please subscribe, hit the like, share, and we'll see you next time. Take care.